everyone. My name is Licypriya Kangujam. I'm 9 years old. I'm an Indian climate activist and the founder of the Child Movement. Thank you so much, TEDxKanke, for inviting me here to speak in this program. I'm born in Manipur, which is a small, beautiful northeastern state of India, but I've grown up in Bhubaneswar, Odisha. My birthplace is surrounded by lush green mountains and alluring atmosphere. I came to Delhi in 2016, but it made my life very messy due to the high air pollution, and it turned me into a child climate activist. I've shifted to Bhubaneswar, Odisha, for my schooling. And again, my home Odisha was hit by Cyclone Titli in 2018 and Cyclone Fani in 2019. In that time, I helped the victim children and families. And also, when I was just around 4 years old, I accompanied my dad for raising funds for victims of the deadly massive Nepal earthquake of 2015, where more than 1,000 people died and lakhs of people got injured. We went to Nepal all the way from India by the road to drop the foodstuffs, medicines, clothes, etc. for the victim, children and families. I get scared when on television I see people suffering and dying due to lack of awareness. I cry when I see children losing their parents or people becoming homeless due to danger of disasters. My country has many disasters like earthquake, flood, landslide, etc. In July 2018, when I was just around 6 years old, I got a chance to attend one United Nations disaster conference in Mongolia. It was my life-changing moment. After return back from Mongolia in July 2018, I've started my organization called the Child Movement to call the world leaders to take immediate climate action to save our planet and our future. Greta Thunberg greatly influenced me in February 2019. Since then, at Parliament House of India, I'm standing and I'm telling to our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, and our MPs to pass the climate change law as soon as possible from the paper to become action. If they pass this climate change law, then we can control the carbon emission and greenhouse gases, and also it will give the climate justice to the poor, vulnerable people who are the victims of climate change. I dropped out my school since February 2019 due to my protest every week in the Parliament House of India. You can just see in Delhi how air pollution is so dangerous, and even children can't move out of the home. I'm worried about the health of the school children and small babies. Government announced that there would be holidays for 3 days, again for 5 days, 10 days. But this is not a solution. Our leaders are just busy in blaming each other instead of finding a long-term solution. They are just saying the speech, they are not doing any action. I want our world leaders to do more action. Otherwise, our future and our planet would be dying soon. They must act now to save our planet and our future. You can just see in Arctic and Himalayas how icebergs are melting twice as fast than ever before, and how sea levels are increasing and the earth is becoming very hot. I'm worried about the future of our planet, and many biodiversity hotspots become climate hotspots now. I think you all heard in the news about Australia bushfire, California wildfire, Amazon rainforest fire, and Siberia forest fire. More than billions of animals has died. Millions of trees has gone. I'm really very sad. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't even take my food. Many children lost their homes, but this is the real effect of climate change. Our leaders don't have time to listen to us. Why they don't hear all our voice? But this is the real effect of climate change. Our leaders don't have time to listen to us. Why they don't hear all our voice? But they must act now to save our they must act now to save our planet and our future. And I have three main demands to our leaders and the government to change the system. Number first is to pass this climate change law. If they pass this climate change law, then we can control the carbon emission and greenhouse gases. And also it will give the climate justice to the poor vulnerable people who are the victims of climate change. Number second is to include climate change as a compulsory subject in our school education curriculum. If they included climate change as a compulsory subject in our school education curriculum, then we can fight the climate change from the grassroots, and it will also help to teach our world leaders by their own children and grandchildren, because they can't believe in science and climate change is real. Number third is children must plant minimum 10 trees every year. In India, there are 350 million students. If 350 million students plant minimum 10 trees every year, then we would plant 3.5 billion trees. Trust me, India will be green in after 5 years. And I want our leaders to give us clean air to breathe. I have a very good news for everyone. I got a letter from Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Sikkim government a few months back that they will be the first state in India to include climate change as a compulsory subject in a school education curriculum. From 0 to 150,000 schools will include climate change as a compulsory subject in a school education curriculum. And now India has become the second country in the world after Italy taking such initiative in the history of the world. This is the real change we want, and this is the real change bring by just 9 years old young girl. And also, I have another very good news for everyone. On 28 October 2020, just 2 days back, President of India approved the new law to control the air pollution crisis in Delhi. And also, this is one of my long-pending demands to our leaders and the government. And I would like to thank our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, for listening to our voice. This is the change bring by the young children in this country and the whole world. Today, I want to share something with everyone living in this world from a little heart. We all know we are facing a pandemic on one side and flood, drought, heat waves, cyclones, etc. on another side. Now, this is the time to wake up. This is the time to open up our eyes. This is the time to send your children and grandchildren to fight for the survival and for their own future. The best gift parents can give their children is not a beautiful house, expensive cars, lots of money. The best gift you can give to your children is a beautiful planet. To give this planet, you have to empower yourself. If you can empower yourself, then you can empower your family. If you can empower your family, then you can empower your neighborhood. If you can empower your neighborhood, then you can empower your community. If you can empower your community, then you can empower your state. If you can empower your state, then you can empower your country. If you can empower your country, then you can empower the whole world. Empowerment means independent. Independent means freedom. Freedom is when you can protect your land and environment. Freedom is when you can protect your children's future, culture, and health. Freedom is when no one can discriminate you on the basis of caste, creed, color, sex, or any other differences. Freedom is when you can read and write. Freedom is when you're out of hunger. Freedom is when we are all together in this fight. Fight for your future. Thank you. Jai Hind. Stanale Manipurni Jai. Thank you once again.